So I have tried Mafia: The Old Country. It's finally dropped over the weekend. Happens to be the same weekend Battlefield 6 open beta is going on, so it's been a little bit challenging to manage my time playing that and also play this. But Mafia: The Old Country has been a game that I've been waiting for a long time. As you probably know, if you've seen my previous videos, I am a Mafia fanboy. Full disclaimer, I am a Mafia fanboy and I have always been. I grew up playing those games, and I know those are not perfect games. Mafia has never been about being perfect. Those games have never claimed to be perfect either. But if you're into, you know, a really good story, a good narrative driven story, you're gonna get that with Mafia. And like really unique storytelling, you will get that with Mafia. Combat wise, it's always been a weak point in Mafia for sure. It's never been good at doing open world. I mean, Mafia 3, we constantly bring that up and make fun of it. If you go back to first Mafia, Mafia 1, Mafia 2, even the Definitive Edition, which is a remake of the first one, they nailed it. They bloody nailed it. So ever since I played the Definitive Edition, I have always been very curious to see what they're going to do with The Old Country. This was definitely something that I was looking forward to as a Mafia fan. With an $89 price tag in Australia and $50 in US, it's on the cheaper side of the games. It's not a full price game. I think for the price that they are selling it at, it's managed to do something really cool and managed to give us a pretty good game. It's not perfect. We're going to get into that later in the video. I will explain as I go through it. This is definitely something that we should be paying attention to for sure, because the fact that even this game happened is kind of a miracle. It's kind of a miracle because Hangar 13 has been going through a lot of crap over the past few years. Even with, since Mafia 3, they've had a lot of issues and a lot of layoffs. I talked about this in my previous videos as well, how they had layoffs after layoffs, and they keep hiring people back and then getting another round of layoffs. And so as a studio, they have gone through some shit. So the fact that they managed to put out a game of this caliber is amazing. Normally when studios go through stuff like that, you can't even expect a full-fledged game like this to even drop with. I mean, I haven't experienced a lot of bugs or anything. There hasn't been any notable bugs other than I had one crash through my in my playthrough, and I haven't finished the game yet. But other than that, the graphic looks amazing and everything looks spot on. Everything. I mean, if you've been playing Mafia games, you know exactly what to expect from this game, and it's exactly what you think. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's a solid Mafia game. If you played Mafia games, not Mafia 3, if you have enjoyed playing Mafia 1, 2, the Definitive Edition, this is another solid entry. I would say this though, it's not Mafia 4. It's definitely not Mafia 4. It's not a full game. It's not. I feel like even with the runtime, I haven't finished the game, but I think the runtime is expected to be like 12-hour mark. So it's not like a full-on game that goes on forever or like has a lot of things to do. Even the map is fairly small, but it's designed to be that way on purpose. It's a small little bubble of Mafia, and it's executed perfectly well. And let's get into that. And I'm just gonna boot up the game, so we'll talk while we play the game, so you can see a little bit. Mafia: The Old Country. Alright, yeah, this game looks freaking amazing. So I got to the point where the world kind of opened up for me to be able to just drive anywhere. That's pretty much all I've done. So you start off as this guy who's working in a mine. So Enzo is
Enzo, could you carry this crate for me?
Yes, sure, madam. I will.
course, signorina.
So you obviously have a
can
little
ask.
something going on
What
with
is
your
this for?
boss's daughter, Don Torres' daughter Isabella,
Signor Favara, you look equipped for hunting.
and yeah. So you start off as this guy who is in a
Father was
mine,
kind enough to give me an
and
afternoon of leisure.
Please, just put it
just
on there.
you know, Mafia has always been sort of about rags to riches kind of story. So it's you can see that here as well. It's not different.
That's not to worry about.
You're basically a nobody, and
Is there anything else,
you
signorina?
escape the mine, and you running away from another clan, I suppose. So you're running away from them. You basically steal a horse and then just run away, hide in a barn, basically end up being kind of in a way rescued by Don Torresi and his crew. So you start working for Don Torresi. Right off the bat, you have Isabella, who is Don Torresi, your boss's daughter, and she kind of has hots for you. So, and you also kind of have a thing going on with each other, but it's kind of frowned upon. So because you're just this guy kind of a farmhand at first, you're very careful, and at this point he's already climbed the ranks up a little bit, and he's sort of working with the Don Torres is kind of like right hand and the side guys. So you're kind of up there with them right now, and you get to see why that happens too. It's not just like, oh yeah, like few days later or whatever. You get to actually see why and how he climbs those ranks up, and it is freaking amazing. It's done really well, and how you can see, it shows how he steps up and how that causes him to step up the ranks and stuff. So yeah, in terms of storytelling, it's really good, and as you can see, it is a beautiful game. Whoops. And music is amazing. Everything is just, the presentation of this game is pure amazing. I don't know what else to say. And I've always been fascinated by these old-time settings, and this is why I always love Mafia. Mafia always managed to execute that atmosphere, the vibe, the world building. They're always being amazing at doing that. They just suck at doing open world games. Don't go into this expecting to have a lot of side activities and all that. You're not gonna get that. There's an open world, and if you zoom out, not all of this, but these bits that you can see, these roads, you can go but that's pretty much it. That's just the whole map, right? And you have your estate here. That's where you are, Villa Torresi, and there's a store here. You can just you'll be collecting some random tokens and stuff, collectibles, and you can trade them and get money, and this money can buy you clothing and cars and horses and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple mechanic. There's not a lot to it, but in terms of open world, that's pretty much you're gonna get. There's nothing more to it, and there's some photographing to do. You take some photos with an old camera, which is kind of nice. But that's pretty much it. You don't have a lot going on in the world, but the world, as I mentioned in a previous video, is purely there to work as a backdrop for your story. The story is the main character is in this game. Your main character Enzo's story from rags to riches, and how he steps up the ranks, and his story. And I haven't finished it, so I don't know what actually happens, and that's hitting all the familiar beats of Mafia games that they have done in the past, and I think this is a terrific game. Okay, so the combat, as always, is kind of weak in this game, but all they have done is just kind of play it safe with the combat right system. And what I mean by that is they made sure, you know, not to make any changes to what's worked in the past. So you have your gunplay, and you have a lot of knife fights. Your knife is kind of the main weapon that you carry with you, and you can upgrade your knives, and you can you have like these beads that you can upgrade and all that. So you do all of that. Those kind of work as a skill tree of some sort. It's not hugely complicated. It's just there to sort of help with the gameplay progression, which makes sense. The combat is not bad. It's not broken or anything. It just works fine. And the gunplay, the knife play, melee attacks and stuff like that. You kind of have these boss fights at the end of each chapter. That takes place kind of like a boss fight with a knife.
Show me what you know.
And it's a little bit more nuanced than just a complicated, like a simple thing. It's a little bit more nuanced.
That's it.
It kind of reminds me of old Assassin's Creed games, where you know, parry and attack and block and break other person's guard, that sort of stuff. And you have that similar vibe to the the knife combat,
Like that.
which is not a bad thing. It's pretty enjoyable. It doesn't overstay its welcome. The knife fights are pretty quick. They don't last for a long time, so it's not annoying, which is great. And gunplay is as you expect. You know, you shoot and aim. You can enable or disable auto snapping if you are playing with a controller. That's especially helpful, because the aiming can be a little bit finicky in the game. So it's not super responsive like what you would expect from like a Call of Duty or Battlefield. It's a little bit hard to it kind of reminds me of Uncharted games. Weapon aiming sucks. So it kind of has the same feel to it, but it has auto snapping into targets, so which kind of helps with the aiming. And it's not like super overdone either, so it kind of gives you like a balance of, it doesn't like fully snap into the target either. So I would recommend just having it turned on when you play, so it kind of helps you with the aiming, and if you're in the vicinity of the target, it kind of helps you guide to the target rather than just fully snapping into the target. Yeah, it's not super strong, which is good. So I would highly recommend using that feature if you're on consoles, or if you're playing with a controller like I do. I'm playing with a controller. Yeah, so combat is like that, and as you can see here, the driving is also pretty smooth, pretty responsive. It has a slight learning curve to it, because you know, drifting in these old cars can be a little bit of a pain, but yeah, it's a good time just driving around and, you know, taking in the scenery and everything, which is kind of nice. And the animations and everything is pretty detailed, and you kind of just enjoy watching it, you know, and kind of easy to get lost in the world too, because the textures in this world and the graphics, they are very detailed and amazing. I'm telling you. You can just get off anywhere and just walk around. So, like, the game actually has really high quality textures, and I'm running this on a 5070 Ti, an uncapped frame rates, and pretty much everything's on ultra settings, and it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous, I'm telling you. So I am pretty happy with the presentation. Yeah, there's a volcano in the distance that's about to go at some point, so that's kind of, you know, kind of an imminent threat, I guess. I'm not sure what the story behind that is, but you start your game pretty much over there near the volcano where the mines are, and you, not to spoil anything, but you kind of running away from inside the mines, because it's sort of filled with gas and it's exploding and it's unstable. Yeah, there's a whole thing there, and there's a lot of crap happens in that first chapter, from him working in the mines and him getting discovered to by Don Torrisi. That whole thing is pretty eventful. So I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to give anything away or show much. But I highly recommend playing this game. Horseback combat is also pretty snappy. It's not amazing. This game hasn't done anything like out of the ordinary or original. It's not doing anything original, and I expected this from the game anyway. I wasn't expecting going into the game, you know, thinking, oh my god, they're gonna just, you know, reinvent the equation of Mafia and then just like do that. Nah, they have not done that, but they have stick to what they know to do very well, and they have done it really, really well. I can tell you that much. So it's definitely something that you should check out because of that. And if this game does really well, and you know, they get a bigger budget and a bigger time to work on it. I think this game was only done in 2 or 3 years, and it's supposed to be a small game. And some people might have a problem with you know, game being small and the fact that it's an $89 game and there's not a lot of story, side activities, blah blah blah. I don't know. For me, as long as the story is good, I would play the game. The story has to be good though, and the story is good so far. And like I said, it's hitting all the right Mafia beats, and the storytelling is amazing so far. And the voice acting is awesome. Everything is just top notch, and you know what you would expect from a AAA game. Yeah, look at this. It's beautiful. Yeah. So this is not something to ignore, I would say. You should definitely give it a shot. And I would say it is worth at full price. But for some people who cannot digest the fact that it's an $89 game with like just a 12-15 hour story, you can wait for sale. That's fine. I mean, if you're a Mafia fanboy, you gotta buy this and play this right now. I'm telling you. It is awesome. Yeah, that's Mafia for you, man. The Mafia Old Country. It's a super cool game, and with super cool views and super cool story. I have to still finish it, and I will do another video once I finish it and give you my full review on, you know, how it's going. But for now, I can say confidently, this is worth buying, and this is worth playing right now, and it is an awesome time. The world building is amazing, the sound design, everything just immerses you in the world, and you just want to keep playing. Yeah, just give it a shot, and hopefully if we support Hangar 13 with this game, they will be able to come back to us with Mafia 4, and I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for it. So this is not Mafia 4. This is more like Mafia the prequel, right? This is Mafia the prequel. It's just kind of like a smaller bubble version of Mafia game, of a full Mafia game. It's not a full Mafia game. So I hope off the back of the success of this game, 2K would greenlight Mafia 4 for Hangar 13, and that would be amazing, because I'm all here for Mafia, man. I can take more Mafia any day. So yeah, so that's my first impression on the game. If I missed anything, to let me know what you guys think of this game. Are you playing it right now like me, or are you waiting for a sale? Are you not happy about it? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys think. Thank you for watching this video and supporting me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really helps me out as a newcomer to this space. I will catch you in Mafia Old Country, I suppose. Love you all. Bye bye.